That Weaver's wall can absolutely look for things bot. Now, admittedly, Lucian can jump over the wall as long as Talia hasn't been there to put down that scattered earth yet. But yeah, it's a tall order. Ooh, we might have some funny business.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think he saw anyone.
Okay, he sees Betty.
But that's normal. You expect Betty here.
Timo, Emogi.
Yeah.
Oh, first strike's gone, GG. That's a mana flow ban proc as well. The comet landed, so pressing C right here. You have so many stats as Woody. Big win.
And I think that might have been the Udyr's ward there. I was just so happy to play for his team on this Udyr pick. Yeah, it was his ward.
Does look different, though, admittedly, when he is on the red side, because he doesn't have that option to just stroll into enemy team Raptors and annoy the jungler.
Yeah.
Raptors obviously a really easy start solo, and most junglers want to start solo. For two reasons, it sort of hides exactly where you've started. Most people will assume it's Raptors. But obviously, if no one's leashing, then you can't have an actual grasp on exactly where he is.
Yeah, but even then, if they know you're starting Raptors, it's still, who knows where you go after.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it does mean that, Udyr can't just walk in there and try and disrupt that, and does make the game a lot harder for the jungler, but on the red side, not so possible. People aren't usually starting solo blue on red.
This driver has to start E to stay out of trouble in this lane. Does have fleet footwork. As Husha's actually... Oh, does Junjie know? Oh, he does know. Husha walked over a ward. Does he have smite? Husha gets it.
But it's red buff versus blue buff.
I think he can just get out.
Junjie certainly wins the trade. We'll have Crashdown available. When is this Vault Breaker coming up? It's just going to be flash. Vault Breaker will be able to be used. Scattered Earth, Husha's going to be going down. Woody claims himself that one. Down comes the binding. Maple trying to find the damage here on 116. Heal going to be used by Woody, but they're not going to be able to follow up anymore. So blue buff successfully heisted, but first blood over to this Lux. And we saw what Woody can do.
There's the danger of invading when your bot lane doesn't have prio. He couldn't run bot, so he had to run into mid, and his mid didn't have prio either. So very risky invade, punished by a really good ward, spotting him going in. Junjie was able to finish his red and run straight to the blue buff, as it's going to be rough getting your blue buff as the rel. He's not on that side yet.
RJ is literally just strolling through the jungle.
Yeah, looking to find the level 2 rel.
And Husha cannot do anything as the rel into Udyr.
Yeah, and it was this ward in the river brush that spotted Husha and allowed Junjie to just run straight here. And I don't know where he's supposed to run. I don't know what he's even supposed to do.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
He's just dead. And Woody with a nice flash. Finds 2 again. Manages to get the Azir flash as well. Tough start for Beyond.
Blue buff here for Woody, so that is really, really annoying if you're BYG's bot lane, of course.
Can just spam his spells with impunity. As Junjie is invading, but Husha's managed to clear his entire bot side.
And top side. Now Udyr is searching for him. He's hungry.
Yeah. We see him do this so often on the Udyr.
Yeah, Crashdown available, so we'll have that gap closer. Bear stance. Going to land that stun. Not much more to come from it.
Yeah.
But this top side has not been taken. RJ being up here, so much lane pressure. Going to be able to go back up there. Push it out. Junjie as well. Can probably look for an invade.
Yeah. Should be very strong.
Maybe they're just not willing to. It's not so certain.
They decide not to. He is doing it on top of a ward. Has a smite up at least. Bank finding a good trade.
Oh, that's cleanse.
Cleanse, yeah.
It's a good trade until cleanse was used.
Yeah, and that is the end of any aggression he can have for a while now, because one binding lands, he's as good as dead.
Yeah.
At least
binding,
until Milia gets 6. As trade's definitely going driver's way.
For sure. But I think RJ will be happy to recall now, see how much he'll likely be going for the Iceborne Gauntlet, see how close he is to it. I don't suspect he'll be all that close.
Oh, maybe driver's down tempo on this play. RJ's already... He just grabs one Void Grub and maybe gets out.
Yeah, I think that's well done.
Yeah, Naples 6 as well. Able to join the fight.
It's almost got another smite up.
Yeah. Is PSG not committing to this?
I think they might be privy to the idea that Husha might just be looking for a smite. It's hard to punish. You don't have flash or
Yeah, no
ult.
smite on Junjia.
But RJ here now. Husha, he might be able to get this. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
Wow.
Just outplayed.
Oh, it takes so much HP off him.
Yeah, just completely outplayed.
Yeah.
just play safe jungle.
Driver is gonna recall and TP back to lane here. As we're doing okay in the bot lane, honestly, against this Caitlyn Lux.
Alright, give me a prediction. MVP for the game.
Just predict the MVP raw like this?
Yeah, predict it.
Feng.
Feng?
Yeah. He's already laning super well into the Caitlyn Lux. Getting plenty of farm. He might have a Vi ult to deal with, but otherwise... Oh, and yeah, Beyond winning, of course. As Aja might be in trouble. Oh, there he goes. Put him on a carry. Put Driver on a carry. He manages to get the solo kill. Finally punishes this Udyr who's been running rampant on the map, and Husha's going to be really happy with that because this Udyr's been giving him headaches, so it's nice to see him go down.
Yeah. It's a real morale boost. Boost of swiftness is what gets it done.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, makes sense. Udyr, a lot of slows.
It's his constant slow on his ult.
Yeah, and you get to stick on him.
His Phoenix dance. Yeah, well played. That's huge, of course. I think, honestly, still, the side of PSG, they should still feel okay. Your bot side is really where you want to be strong siding. RG getting a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, overestimates himself here.
Yeah, kind of uncharacteristic as well out of RG. He even uses the upgrade, I believe, on maybe is the E or the R, but
yeah,
it wasn't the turtle stance, which maybe could save him, but
yeah, recognizes too late how hard he's losing the trade. Maybe a little unfamiliar with the matchup, because by the time he uses Ghost, he's already dead. Can't get enough distance. As no surprises, the Dragon going over to PSG. Caitlyn Lux just too much prio. Talia too much prio.
There's one Void Grub still just existing.
Yeah. I don't think PSG get there in time.
I don't think they need to. They got one already. As long as they get one of the next ones, should be not really. The Void Grubs are just a non-issue for the most part. Unless you somehow get 6 and you have a split pusher. Now, admittedly, of course, quite good at split pushing if you choose to play in that way. But I mean, unless you get 5, 6, it really is just a non-issue. Now, Driver getting a really good trade, but of course, does have to commit that Gnar.
Yeah. And honestly, not as significant as it seems. This Udyr has so much to stay in.
Yeah.
And we should look for Husha to just stay around Driver right now and let him really punish this Udyr, especially when he's chunked like this. Gnar wants to be under the enemy tower, just constantly harassing, not allowing Aja to do this and, get his W up, lifesteal off the minions.
Yeah, it's a bit unusual that Driver's in this position so early on, because Gnar, well, yes, he's ranged and has that sort of movement speed buff on his W proc. He really
Triforce usually.
Yeah, you really do usually need some items, because otherwise you are just pretty much doing no damage and you are really, really squishy. So really, I mean, that kill accelerating him a little bit, of course, putting him further ahead of RJ, upper level as things stand, and so it does make this lane a lot easier. It means you can pressure a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Husha, though, he's looking bot, but there is going to be a ward here to spot him out. 116 is in the area, so...
Importantly, Azir is already here, so the Weavers will not as strong from Talia. They decide to not go for it. No point in risking a disaster here, I think, because your bot lane's doing great into the Lux Caitlyn, which is a lane that has to get advantages early. They've got one plate and not much of
and
a
a kill on the carry. Woody.
Yeah, true. As Junjia is here, this could be very scary. Woody will have flash to follow up a vial.
Yeah, keep it on Maple. I think that really will tell what PSG's idea is. They're not going to just going to dry dive the Lucian Milio. Obviously, so much health from that W, the shield, the ult, the heal available.
Might be Azir who's in trouble.
Yeah. Scattered Earth. Oh my god, the seismic shove connects. He is a goner. Wow.
Nice by Maple.
So greedy with that shifting sands, not committing it.
Yeah.
gets hit by that seismic shove, and maybe we're going to be able to pick himself up one.
Importantly, oh, they did use the vial, at least. Okay. So the vial is down, which takes a lot of pressure off these side lanes. And 1116 does have TP to get back to the mid lane. So it's going to be a lot of gold over to Maple.
Oh, Fing. Money coming net will miss. There comes the cleanse. There goes the breath of light. Through comes that ultimate from Woody. Woody flashes away. Nice. He's too far away. Husha does follow. In comes that ace in the hole, but not going to find.
Yeah. 2 flashes traded for 1, and the jungler's flash.
Yeah, did get heal as well as cleanse.
Yep. And Junji is on his way here. Do they know? I don't think
they
so.
Don't. Fing. The soccer ball should help, yeah. It's pretty hard for you to actually land that Vault Breaker against Melio, of course.
Yeah.
Can be interrupted really easy by the bouncing ball. What it's called. Something super inferno kick or something like that.
Some kind of kick.
Driver is kicking Ozzy right now.
Yeah. Both going for the Swifties.
And some Swift boys. I think it's important to note that Arj's job in the team fights really doesn't change depending on if he's ahead or not. He really is just going to be bear form, run, stun, throw Phoenix form out, turtle form back to full health.
Yeah, just run around in a circle till his E's back.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it just, I mean, all that's affected is how long he gets to run around in a circle.
Yeah, pretty much. And honestly, these fights feel like they're going to be real instant.
I mean, this game, his job might be just defending his tower against the Snar. The split push win con is not as strong when you've got Atelier and a Vi in the game. So Driver is going to have to find some big ults and team fights to carry this one.
Well, he's a man that can, I'll tell you that much for free.
Yeah. Yeah, no slouch in team fights. As honestly, you do have to worry about this Udyr a little bit.
We didn't touch on this, but it's actually the lethality Caitlyn this game. It was the crit Caitlyn last. Yeah. And maybe just looking for a bit of poke here.
I barely noticed the Hail of Blades on the Caitlyn. That should have been a dead giveaway.
So Yomu's completed.
Looking to just follow up on Vi ults, I guess?
Yeah, and honestly, the chunk that comes out, you're against a fairly squishy team for the most part. Nah, if he's not in Mega, will take a lot of damage.
A binding lands onto this Milio, just one Caitlyn Q. And the Lux combo will easily kill him. Even with the Lux not really building AP.
Yeah. And of course, you can just do that off the back of a Vi ult, which is even easier.
Looking for a bot. Husha on top of a ward, actually.
Yeah, now Dragon is spawned, of course, so I think both of these teams really want it. PSG for that win con, as they've already got the first one.
Yeah.
BYG to allow for more time for Driver to do what he needs to do in the side lane, because obviously right now, he is extremely ahead. He's up 40 CS, he's got a kill solo. He's even looking for another one, perhaps. Turtle Stance comes out, though, and actually denies a very substantial amount of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely with the lethality Caitlyn coming out, definitely going to be a scaling advantage for Beyond. They probably already had the scaling advantage, so I get the lethality Caitlyn. Maybe try to accelerate the game, get a big team fight win around one of these dragons.
Oh, okay. Teleport's coming in now. They are answering this. Weaver's Wall, though, it's going to split up this team fight. Who's just going to go down immediately? 116 can get over that. Needs that scattered ground to go down. Both teleports are coming in here for all the top laners. 116 is in their back line. Shreema shuffle into that Emperor's Divide, but it's going to be a kill found. Driver now trying to find one for himself. He gets one. Woody is going to get clipped by the boomerang, but what a seismic shove from Maple. Gets Driver back, keeps his support alive. It's an ace for 1, 14 minutes in for PSG.
Yeah, meanwhile, Junjia just managed to kill the enemy bot lane by himself, essentially. Yeah, rough fight for Beyond. Husha just dying immediately trying to engage. Nar shows up, but he's in mini Nar. And, I mean, 5 kills going over to PSG. They're getting exactly what they need here.
2 to Arja, who was behind, and now he has a Warden's Mail and a Glacial Shroud.
Yeah.
He's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think he's even recalled yet. As Husha getting clipped by the Vi Q.
And Fing walking too far up here with his culling.
Yeah, 1116 stuck over the wall. Tries to find something onto the backline. I'm surprised this doesn't work for 1116. Just doesn't have the damage yet. Finds himself 1v3. Driver able to clean up one, but
this
Woody...
seismic shove is insane.
Yeah. Maple having a great game.
Yeah, and with that, PSG now comfortably ahead.
Yeah.
Your Nah win con does still exist. He still will continue to have a good time up into the Udyr.
Yeah.
But Udyr can sustain himself a lot longer now. He's picked up the Frozen Heart. It looks like he's going for what I imagine will be Kainic Recurn second. And at that point, honestly, you're doing very little physical damage. Yeah, maybe. I do think it'll be Kainic, and sort of the reason why is now that they've got Frozen, lots of the Nah damage will be magic from Hyper.
Right.
Like, obviously the mini Nah form is what's better, like, beats the Udyr, not so much the Mega. 116 actually looking for RG here, and Husha's in the area, but here comes a Weaver's Wall. Maple's trying to make it work. The Lux laser comes through, will not connect. They are going to get the kill. RG is staying alive. RG and Maple tanking up this tower. Will he survive? He will. The turtle stance, and a double kill now for Maple. 116 tried it. Husha tried to follow him up, but Maple, he's quick on the roam, and he's quick to pick himself up. The 4th kill of the game.
Yeah, not quite enough damage to take down the Udyr. Frozen Heart working pretty well against Azir too. It doesn't have the damage to take him out. It looked good for a second there. He dropped just to a sliver of health.
I mean, look at where the bot laners are. They are immediately, they're like, oh, something could happen here. Maple as well, moving up from bottom lane.
Yeah.
Or mid lane even. And it's just, well, okay, Arj's getting looked at. Caitlyn Lux immediately clicking top.
Yeah.
Obviously, here you see just RJ getting so low. It's Maple who starts tanking the tower, walks out. RJ.
How does he live there?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And Maple able to quickly clean up Husha. Oh, that's rough. You hate to see that.
Yeah, and the Azir blind. Obviously, Azir a strong champion, but it's not very strong in this game as we have a 404 Talia. Crypt Bloom now in the items.
Yeah.
Seraph's fully upgraded. It's very, very difficult for this Azir to ever stand up to this Talia. You might have to just put it against the Udyr, but the problem then stands that Nah is not going to get a favorable matchup into the Talia. So
yeah. Nah is actually maybe in danger against the Talia.
For sure.
As 1116 has to get off this Grom.
Yeah, I mean, look at how far ahead of Arja Driver is in CS. He's up, what is 50 CS right now.
Yeah.
And it still just feels like it's never going to matter. Feng going to have to cleanse.
Still cleanses it.
Yeah, Husha's looking. Magnustorm won't connect though. This is a dud of an engage. 116 maybe have to turn around. He catches the flash. Betty has gone down immediately, but Junji is not done with the play. Turns around. Woody, fantastic binding. Time and time again.
Woody on this Lux just saves Junjia. Aja's going to get some damage on the tower, but TP to answer from the Gnar. He just walked there, I guess. Really nice Emperor's Divide from 1116. Finally, a break for Beyond in this game.
How many times are we going to see a Flash still get Emperor's Divide until we learn how to flash against it?
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the biggest highlight plays of Worlds.
Yeah, in the final game.
I mean,
there's Woody landing a binding. Super deep in the enemy jungle, and Junjia kind of knows they just have to run for their lives here, but really nice from 1116. Finds two. Junjia actually fails his Q, over the wall. Ults to the Azir and flashes away, really nice, and of course Woody lands the 2-man binding as he just seems incapable of missing. You're lucky if he just hits one. That's what you're hoping for against Woody's Lux, it seems like.
True, the only one person getting hit by binding win con.
As Feng not really activated yet on the solution. I mean, he has a Vi to deal with. My MVP call might be wrong, but we've still got time. He's got the rapid fire now finished up. He's going for the energized Lucian build, which I like a lot more.
Yeah, see, I didn't say my MVP vote. I was going to say Arja, but it's looking like it's probably Maple, as Husha's going to get jumped on once again by Junjia, and the man I was just talking about, Magnustorm, comes out. It's too little too late. 1116 also going to go down. That ace in the hole going to confirm it, and RG with the ghost pop, with the Weaver's Wall. It's going to be even more. Double kill for Betty. Stage 2 will also be going down. Junjia claiming that one, and now Driver. He gets found by Junjia on that wall. He's max ranged binding, as it's a clean ace for PSG, and heads turn now to the Baron.
Yeah, should be a free Baron for PSG. Lethality Caitlyn not doing that much, but with 5 members, they should easily be able to do it. We'll see what happened in mid while Husha was getting caught out. Feng not really willing to back down here. They think they've got an angle onto Betty, and they do, as far as I can tell. He's just somehow they just don't have enough damage to finish him off, and Udyr is so good at cleaning up these fights. Once you're behind in a fight, you're going to have an Udyr just chasing you down to your
Perfect
nexus.
Weaver's Wall too.
Yeah, Maple having a great game.
Yeah, Jinjia. Look at that. That was literally max range.
Yeah.
This guy's a freak on the Lux.
Yeah.
Now, BYG will be alive. Baron buff picked up for PSG. Third Dragon alive and ready for the taking.
Yeah.
116. He's trying to get to his Leandries, but honestly, we're almost seeing a 3-item Talia with the Death Cap being picked up next.
Yeah, before he's even got his second on his ear.
Yeah, things are dire. 3 items for Caitlyn. Yes, they're very cheap items, so it doesn't really tell the entire story. But you see it on your screen there. He is up 1.5k gold. Junji are up an insurmountable amount.
What an insane series from PSG so far. It's looking no different than Frank against... who did we have earlier?
West Point.
West Point. You know, West Point, one of the bottom teams. Frank, one of the top teams.
Very forgettable games.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, though. It's looking no different. As Betty's
Betty,
engaged
he's going to get
on,
caught out. Yeah, there's no way out. No flash. Nothing for him to do.
Shut down Feng.
Yeah, Feng, massive shutdown, but nothing else really can be found. It will slow down this Baron play. Although if BYG continue on forward, this could be bad. Magnetic Storm connects, but it's only onto Junjia. Feng's trying to find the damage, but another 2-man out of Woody. Yeah. Feng now down to half HP as RJ's just content pushing on down mid. The rest of the team, are they going to join? Junjia might even be just looking for a steal here. Gets himself into the pit. It's down to 3k. He's got unstoppable. It's down to 1.5, 2. They're leaving it though, and it will be picked up. RJ turns around, stops the push, and it's going to be 2 kills found here for the team of BYG. Dragon also going to be theirs. Who's she going to be looked at? RJ seems absolutely unstoppable. CC Moon. It's going to be the fight. Is it going to be over now? It should be.
I can't tell if Beyond want this fight or not. Yeah, I don't think they can tell either.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Betty's on the way, so BYG now still have to get out. It's 1 man. It's only the one. Who's just going to get locked out? RJ's going to run now. He's very, very low, but Maple is throwing not rocks, but mountains at BYG. Ace in the hole comes out. 116 will block it, but not before losing the vast majority of his health. And now while everyone does back away, only going to find the 1 kill there onto Driver. It is still Baron buff active here for PSG on the bot side. Yeah,
they're going to grab a tier 2 and probably not look to pressure the tier 3 at all. They'll just get their recalls off. Maple is massive, and he's playing very well. I think the reason PSG felt comfortable taking that 3v5, I think it was just Maple being so big. And it's kind of hard for them to deal with a big Talia at the moment. As we said, Talia was a great pick into this comp, really using that red side last pick, not in the traditional way we see it, with a top lane counter pick, but with a mid lane counter pick, and more of a comp counter than anything. He did okay into the Azir mid, but it's been the team fights where Maple's, and setting up ganks where Maple's taken over this game.
Absolutely, and as things stand, it was honestly about as much as you can hope for out of BYG. They stop this Dragon. They slow down the Baron push that could have happened. They get some shutdowns. Feng importantly picking up one of them. And now you've given yourself a bit of a chance. You're 7k gold down. It still feels terrible. Q used on 116. I think RJ's going to look for this. Ulted.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't commit to that. It might be Driver who's in trouble.
Yeah, Driver, he's going around. Junjia, he's not aware. Oh, and there comes Minina. Driver, he's trying to find his way out. He hops over the wall, but RJ's there.
A lot of time.
Yeah, he is going to waste some time, but he's going to go down. And there's also going to be about 40 seconds, if not more. Now, without the Gnar on the map, has teleport to join whatever happens. And there is no objectives up, but this could mean very well some pressure onto this tower.
PSG don't have Baron anymore, so they're going to just be able to clear the waves, I imagine, beyond Dar. So it'll end up just being a kill. I don't think Gnar even had flash to use it there, so they should be okay. It just ends up being a kill onto... I can't remember who got it. Maybe Caitlyn?
I think Vi.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, never not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, we're kind of just going to wait for the Baron, I have to suspect. PSG should feel so comfortable fighting that, looking for a turn with the Junjia. Ghost available on RJ, can absolutely reach wherever, and Weaver's Wall, of course, will be back up by then.
Yeah. Ideally, if you're Beyond, you want to get to this Void Staff on the Azir.
I think it'll be Crypt Bloom, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most mids preferring the Crypt Bloom now over the Void Staff. Just the utility you get from the extra healing kind of outweighs the 10%. As, yes, you're in a bush. Anyone who walks into this bush...
Oh, we've seen Azir.
Just dead.
Uh-oh, Azir is dead. There's no other way to say it. Woody going to pick that one up, and now who's going to be looked at? He doesn't have Flash available for himself. Going to get knocked up. Vault Breaker doing well there.
Too,
and that's it. Seismic shove into that ace in the hole.
Yeah. Beyond just walking into the jungle without members there, really.
Yeah, now Woody's looking mid. RJ has goes. He's going to pop it. Feng's going to get stunned up. Clean's going to be used here, but RJ is taking 0 damage.
See the Lux Binding.
Feng also is staying nice and healthy in fairness. Breath of Light comes through. Lux Binding is going to force out Feng's flash, and I don't think there's much longer in this world here for this Lucian. He does use that Blast Cone over, but he's gone straight into Woody and Jinjia. Betty going to claim that one for himself. And Maple, in the meantime, taking this top tower.
Yeah. And this is looking like a very one-sided solo queue game.
It is. It's like me when I queue up and I have low as Smolder as my bot lane.
Yeah, but those games are winnable.
This is winnable. You've still got an Azir scaling. You have Nah that should be winning out in the side lane. Obviously not really getting the opportunity to. I think the biggest concern is like, you've got to somehow block the damage from Kate ult. Rel can kind of do that, but it's still going to chunk her at this point.
I mean, this Rel is very squishy too.
Yeah, and we got to stop getting two-man queued by Woody. Those light bindings are being so detrimental for BYG.
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting a Lucian with so many dashes, forcing his flash. And after he flashes, landing the ult on him, Woody has looked insane on this Lux.
Yeah, 2-0-14. Scoreline shows it.
Yeah.
Oh, Driver.
Driver might be in trouble. I mean, PSG have used this Vi so well.
Yeah.
With the Talia too. Such an
Weaver's
impressive
wall.
combo.
Drivers, there's no way you're ever getting out of this. You can try and turn it. It's not going to work. Well, maybe. No, there you go. Season desist.
Does well to force out the Vial, but I don't know, how much good that's really going to do them.
Yeah, they do have Baron, so they're not going to look for the Dragon, and I think that's the correct decision to make. I don't think this game should take another 10 minutes. You're so far ahead.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now, sitting at 12k gold advantage. I think you're doing a disservice to yourselves if you're delaying it any longer. And it will just be the push down bot here.
Yeah, I imagine they'll just siege and fish for Lux Bindings and Talia shoves. Any of those land and...
Yeah, Junji halfway to having his cease and desist available, but in the meantime, mid lane inhib will be taken down. Husha, of course, not going to be able to defend that.
Yeah.
Now Feng going over there. Quiet day on the Lucian for him, but he's up against possibly the best bot lane in the region.
Yeah. And he held on in lane perfectly fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Considering it's a Caitlyn Lux.
Mid inhib gone, bot inhib next to go down. Viold very soon going to be up. Driver, he's trying to get his Mega Nah. He really needs to get that for any hope whatsoever. But Husha's just lost the majority of his health.
Yeah, and Feng's lost a bunch too. I don't even know to what.
Yeah, Phoenix stance is just really balanced. Driver's going in. He's not really found anything. Binding lands. Ult will land. Driver's going to be very, very low. And comes 1-6, but he finds 2. Maple, though, he has that Seraph shield, and he's going to be fine. Feng, he's dashing around, but there's nothing to do. Quadra! It's going to be the Penta! Oh, Junji tried to steal it. What a scumbag, but it's going to be eventually Betty. Kind of out of nowhere, quiet game. Pentakill will finish it off.
Pentakill on the lethality, Caitlyn.
Yeah.